that I wrote that really wasn't happening as far as government intrusion and privacy issues has turned out to be happening. It's like either, if it gets as bad as it gets in my book, which is fiction, we're in a heap of trouble.
Isn't it funny how sometimes life imitates fiction or fiction imitates life? I can never be
Yeah.
sure which one, but sometimes a little bit of both maybe. But I always find that interesting how, or maybe it's just that we become more aware of it after we've seen the fiction, then we see it in the news, and maybe it was there all along and we just become more aware of it. But I always find that so interesting how that happens that way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I hope this doesn't come true, but I'm much afraid that it probably already has.
Yeah.
So, especially with the advent of AI and all those things that are going on right now, it's very concerning or scary if you really want to put it right down to the right adjective. It's scary.
And I certainly see where you're coming
Well, that's all
from.
the happy talk we have.
Right? Yes, happy would be
Yeah.
nice, wouldn't it? There's plenty of things to worry about, but worry, doesn't change tomorrow, and it certainly doesn't extend our
No,
life any. Worry is only
true,
worthwhile if you can do something about it, if it's in your power to change things. So,
true
yeah.
that.
There's probably a song in there somewhere. I'll leave it to you. You're the
There's
professional.
probably been a dozen songs written, I bet. Yeah, yeah, a dozen of them. Yeah.
So, what are your plans like? Do you have plans to put out any albums in the near future? Or are you currently in a songwriting mode? Or how is your life structured at this time?
Yeah, well, I signed with an indie label called Big Records. They're out of Canada, Big Records World, and we've been doing a few things and putting some songs and videos out, and I've got about three or four songs that I'm in the process of either finishing writing or I finished. So I probably will sometime next year, hopefully the beginning of the year, get back in the studio and record these and then put out like an EP, 3 to 5 song EP, probably through Big Records World. You they have they're a they use Universal Virgin Records for distribution, so I'll probably be doing that maybe the first or second quarter of 2026. It just depends on if I get these songs that I'm working on where I'm ready to really go in the studio and finish them
Sure.
up, because sometimes, I've been working on one for a while now and I was just playing with it today and I just thought, well, what if I change key and change it to different chord structure? And so I was messing with that today and I had thought that song was almost done. And I thought, well, I kind of like this. I kind of like this new sound. So I'm not going to have to mess around with that for the next few weeks or so.